Hi, how are you?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Sorry we made you wait this long to unleash the
It's
actual
okay.
TRS energy.
It's okay.
How's life been lately?
It's great. It's wonderful.
You want to expand on why it's great?
I love my life. I have great family. I feel like my career's like doing pretty good and everybody's healthy, so can't get any better than that.
Okay. Is Mumbai home for you now? Like
Yes,
in
it's
your
home.
heart?
Yes, I don't want to live anywhere else. Only here.
You wouldn't want to go back to Canada at any point?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Not to Canada or not to the US. No way.
Why do you say that?
I think that the US and Canada, or especially the US, is in a very not so great space right now. And I feel safer here and I feel happier here with my children and my family and my businesses than I think I ever would in the US.
Okay. You're still enjoying all this more? Like the emotional,
Yeah, I love it.
intuitive?
I think that India is one of the most amazing emerging markets in the world. I think that everything that happens here is like, it's unbelievable.
Okay.
And it's unbelievable to watch.
You know, a lot of people who understand your world and who are studying your journey know about like your whole entrepreneurial side. There's a lot of people who don't as well and are getting to learn about this new version of you. Um, you've actually made a lot of people a lot of money. Like
I know.
that's the chatter that came up about you when I was like researching for this episode. That when there's a lot of gaming companies
Yeah.
that actually rely on you as like the main bet in order to become profitable. That
Yeah.
says a lot about like professional prowess.
Yeah, I should ask for more money.
You should.
I'm just kidding. I'm happy with all the agreements I have with everyone.
Yeah, you're very well spoken. I think and I think that actually is like your X factor. Are you aware of that? That happens with like American and Canadian education. I think you guys are just trained way better in communication skills.
So I learned all my communication skills after the age of it was like 16, 17. 16, 17 is when I really started learning about communication skills through school or through, I started working at 15 and a half. And I have worked almost every single job you can think of in the US. I've worked there. So that's where it started. And then I really started learning interviews and like how to give them, different personalities, a lot after 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to expand on this thought?
Oh, when I worked in the adult entertainment industry, I did so many different interviews across the entire world and country. And when I mean interviews, there's press days you have for, let's say, a film. Like someone super famous you can think of here who does an entire press day for a film. It's the beginning of it. So it's the entire day. So the same thing would happen there where we would do big radio trails and interviews and TV interviews and all that. So that's where it really started. So a lot of my mistakes of speaking or how to communicate, they all happened then. It was like boot camp for Bollywood.
What mistakes did you make?
Just the way that you speak, when you listen back on conversations you have, you're like, why was I saying, I probably do it now. And I was saying,
No. You're pretty like straightforward and smooth with like the way you talk.
So then all those little things,
Okay.
kind of disappear after you watch yourself a few times.
Does it piss you off that journalists take your conversations to that whole phase of your life?
No, I don't care. It is not the question that might be an issue. It's the manner in which the question is asked. So if the same question is asked 10 times and one person asks it with
I'm better
an
than
opinion already formed,
you.
they've already judged me, they've already put me in this box that they hold me in without being unbiased, then yes, it's going to come across as being rude or, not so nice.
Okay. Phase of your life when you were an adult star, behind the scenes, in terms of the life you're living, when you're sleeping at night, when you're waking up, I'm 100% sure there's a lot of learnings along the way as well.
Yeah, of course.
What were those learnings like? For example, if you ask me about the behind the scenes learning of YouTubing, my big learning has been that people can forget you like that. Like you'll be flying one day and the next day you'll be out. fame is one of those things where you have to keep adding fuel to the fire. And the day you even take a break, people begin to forget you. And it's such a harsh reality that you only learn on the job. I want to learn about your harsh realities from that phase.
Harsh realities? I don't know. I mean, I don't really look at my career as like, I don't like take those harsh realities and go, okay, now I need to harbor on them at all. Even this, so I believe in the opposite of what you just said. I think that if you are someone in business or you're someone who is, YouTuber, influencer, you have a personality based, I guess, I don't want to say website, but you have a personality based
You're just
work.
selling your
Yeah,
face
yeah.
and your
You're selling
mind.
yourself. You're
Yeah.
selling this podcast. This is
Yeah.
all you,
Yeah.
right? It's about consistency. So that consistency, as long as you are voicing whatever your opinions are, then those followers are going to stay with you. I'm not talking about the follower that just comes for the day and then leaves. I'm talking about your hardcore followers, the ones that always stay with you. And that steadily grows as you continue with your business. Because if you're not evolving in your business, then that's a problem. If you do the same thing over and over again, that's a problem. But you as a personality, they will follow because they like you. So even when learning in that time, building a website, building my own HTML program, building my own affiliate program, learning, not building my own HTML program, learning HTML, learning how to edit photos, learning how to edit video, I had notebooks of, all these different things where I was learning how to do it all. I did everything from A to Z. And everything from editing to all of it. So in that, and then once that was done, then learning how to market it, and then learning how to get, other affiliates to send traffic to my websites, or, all of that. So everything was a learning process, and a lot of it wasn't easy, and I had no money. Or like barely breaking even, but I refused to give it to somebody else to run, because giving somebody 50% of me didn't make sense to me at all.
And you must have been like 18 or 19 at this
I
point.
started at I was like 19.
Damn.
So that's when it all had started.
Were you really good at school? Like,
No, I wasn't. I was
you
a C
weren't?
student.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I would
think it pissed
assume
my parents off a lot.
I would assume that this whole type A personality just extended in that direction and this direction.
I grew up in a very not so easy household, where it was easy for me to like keep learning. We were more focused on the emotional things that were happening in our house. So I don't think that it was a conducive place for really excelling. My brother, though, is extremely smart. He's like the kid that is a forever student.
Okay.
We all know like one of those in our friends circle
Right.
who's a forever student that's always learning. That's my brother. And I was the complete opposite. But I started working and making money when I was, 6 years old.
Really?
So not a lot of money. I'm talking about money for candy or money,
okay.
but it was creating the plan was always my idea. So whether it was selling something door to door, whether it was selling lemonade, whether it was shoveling snow, on the driveway after a snowstorm, which was like huge money because we would spend all day shoveling, our neighbors' driveways for not a lot of money. But at that time, it was a lot of money for me.
Okay.
So I was always that girl.
Okay. All right. Did you make a lot of money between age 18 and 25? Because that's the assumption.
Yeah, of
You
course.
did?
I mean, for myself, I think that what happened after a certain amount of time, I was making a lot of money, and then I started investing everything into my business. And once I started investing everything into my business,
Which was your
things
personal
changed.
brand? Like,
Which was a production house, my own website, this affiliate program. We talked about hiring the right people for design work and all this stuff. So all those things cost money.
okay.
So when my husband and I, he was my boyfriend at the time, started our own production house, we had negative money. We had nothing. Like negative meaning he took a loan on a credit card to start. And that's it. The rest is history.
Applying the Desi brains and Jewish brains together
Yeah.
to figure out how to multiply the money.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
He's a very good businessman. So
even when I'm talking to you, I feel like your energy is very guarded, and I respect that. But like, I can sense extremely guarded energy, and I know that audiences at this point can sense it as well. It's just
I
your
don't know.
natural.
Well, we're meeting for the first time. What do you want me to do? Jump in your lap and go, hey?
No.
Okay,
But usually people, okay, honestly, this is something I see with a lot of NRIs. You guys are a little guarded as compared to the Indians who've grown up here. It's some cultural thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's you. It's not me.
I don't think it's me. Look at this
Maybe
face.
it's you. I mean,
Look-
you're like projecting this way, but maybe it's not me. Maybe it's you in
Do you
that
sense
opinion.
any guarded energy from me? This is like the least guarded a human can be.
Yeah.
Sunny Leone. That's it. We're done.
Thank you.
How was this conversation?
It was very nice. Thank you.
Okay. That's all.
It was wonderful. It was lovely. I had so much fun. I'm so excited to watch this podcast when it comes out. I love your pink t-shirt, your pink sweater, because I love Marilyn Monroe.
Stop it, you. No, but thank you. It's very real talking to you.
Thank you.
While I said you're guarded and everything, you're a very real type A personality. And that energy is like rubbed off. I feel like getting my life in order.
You
and-
should. I do have that effect on people. All my mommies are like, damn.
Yeah. You give off that like very disciplined, listen, I'm gonna get my shit done kind of vibe. And I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest reason you've seen the success you've seen.
Thank you.
So
I hope so.
yeah, lots of respect and lots of good wishes. Thank you for coming to the space, and I hope to have another conversation with you at some point, Sunny
Thank you.
Leone.